Assalamualaikum and good evening all. I'm Muhammad Faiz bin Cik Mamat, metric number JK/13962/21, student from Social Science, University Science Malaysia. Today, me and my fellow friend will present for subject JE 200 and the title is Environmental Pollution. Our lecturer are Dr. Soraya Lin. Nowadays, the issue of environmental pollution is a problem that is the main concern and it is getting more serious. Uncontrolled development caused by human greed and also high population growth among others, reason or cause for these matters. The destruction of the environment around us can be considered a crisis and disaster. Pollution in urban areas, flash flood, air, water and noise pollution as well as traffic congestion are among the things that need serious attention. The environment continues to be greedily exploited, polluted and destroyed at will. According to the dictionary of Dewan Bahasa and Pustaka, it says that pollution is an act that contaminates the environment, the act of contaminating the cleanliness of the environment with garbage. The environment and its components are being exploited, destroyed greedily and arbitrarily, whether in poor and development countries, not to mention developed and industrial countries. The development cause real concern. The environmental problems are becoming more serious and need to be addressed immediately. In addition, cases of wild animal smuggling are also increasing, which is driven by high market price. There is a high demand for exotic food due to the claim of their nutritional value, such as pangolin, turtle, bear limbs, tiger organs, and snake are gaining popularity even though the animal species in question are becoming extinct. In the context of global work, the jewelry and fashion industry also encourage immoral activities such as the killing of elephant, tigers, pythons, and crocodile to obtain ivory and leather on a large scale, thus threatening the existence of the animal species involved. All this development caused the issue of environmental pollution and destruction to become a universal issue that is not only always by rallying cry for environmentalists. From a positive point of view, the more parties are aware of the issue of environmental pollution, the greater the opportunity for the environment to be restored and preserved. The Ministry of Environment and Water, CASA, and certain non-governmental organizations, NGOs, even academic, never tire of promoting environmental conservation campaign. In the midst of this environmental crisis, the concept of eco-criticism emerged, influenced by the awareness of various parties toward the fate of the environment, which is increasingly endangered at the hand of humans. William Howarth, one of the pioneers of the theory of eco-criticism, explained the connection between nature and culture, meaning that the culture of a society determines the fate of their environment. In the daily lifestyle and way of life of the community is simple. Example, more emphasis is placed on the demand of the life need than demand. Then the status and quality of the environment is still healthy and preserved, and vice versa. Furthermore, another figure eco-criticism, Neil Evenden, explained, it is more important to identify the root causes of environmental problem and how to complete the solution must be implemented effectively. And now, I will pass the presentation to my friend Hasanah. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Faiz. Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Wanur Hasanah binti Hassan. My number matrix is JK/13871/21. Today I will share the reason or causes of the environmental pollution in Malaysia. Point number 1 is human activity is one of the many factors that contribute to environmental contamination in the modern world. This is said because they will do anything to chase financial gain without consciously or unconsciously considering the environment. They are also inclined to share their responsibility because they don't value environmental preservation. For instance, human selflessness contribute to water pollution, which is a river full of trash and makes the river even more polluted. Therefore, this issue needs to be resolved right away so that people understand how it is to protect the environment. The second component that contributes to environmental pollution is the smoke from factory and vehicle. This is supposed to be the case since the smoke will produce a kind of thick black color and cover the area with black smoke. Black smoke also contain toxic elements like carbon monoxide, which can be fatal if it builds up in a closed space. Asthma, skin condition, and other elements with thus be prevented. If this pollution is not immediately addressed, the community may experience inconvenience. That's all for me. Next is Miss Alia to giving the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hassana, for your explanation about the reasons of environment pollution. Now I will talk about how to treat environment that has been polluted. But first, let me introduce myself. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Alia binti Muhammad, metric card holder JK/13828/21. The first way that we can do is how to maintain the first sustainability of nature by planting trees. Plant at least one tree regularly within the time frame you specify, such as one tree in a month. Although this is only a small effort when compared to the amount of damage done by humans to forests, it is a pretty good process for a healthier planet. If everyone had awareness of nature and planted one tree a month, of course, our planet would be a nice and have a green background place full of oxygen. The second way is practice recycling. Authority has previously introduced various recycling that has three colors different such as blue, brown, and orange. For the blue, for recycling paper, the brown color for glassware, and the orange for aluminum cans. The third way to maintain natural sustainability is to reduce the use of plastic. Change our behavior and try to move on to more environmentally friendly material that's not made from plastic. For example, when we go to shopping for household essential grocery, we need to bring a bag in the form of a cloth from home, so that later there is no reason to use plastic bags. Combating plastic pollution is the responsibility of all Malaysians together with the government. I hope my little explanation about this point opens up our society, and next I will leave it to Amy for further feeling. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amy, JK1386621. Today, I want to present the long-term effect of natural pollution if it not curbed. That is, to human and animal, if not curb is on the respiratory system. Human and animal need clean air to breathe. However, if the air is polluted with gases, it will cause diseases such as shortness of breath, fatigue, and so on for human and animals, which may contribute to the death and extinction of certain animal species. The long-term effect in the natural pollution to plant is not curbed will be cause the growth of the plant to be started because they do not get clean air. At the same time, will not be able to carry out photosynthesis that will cause disturbance to the balance of the ecosystem. The long-term effect, if not curbed, can also be seen in the depletion of the ozone layer. Depletion of the ozone layer will cause global warming, causing the Earth's surface to continue to be exposed to the sun rays without any protection. At the same time, causing the ice in the polar part of the Earth to melt and also cause skin cancer to humans. Another long-term effect can also be seen with the occurrence of acid rain, which is caused by the mixing of sulfur dioxide gas and nitrogen oxide with rainwater that will cause the occurrence of sulfuric acid and also nitric acid. The acid will be mixed with rainwater and go down to the earth, which will cause effect on plant and also life in the water.
Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Aniza Laimin. Thank you for sharing an enlightenment regarding environmental pollution on the causes, the prevention and the long-term effect of environmental pollution. So I will talk about environmental laws. Environmental laws work to protect land, air, water and soil. Without these environmental laws, the government will not be able to punish those who treat the environment poorly. The government of Malaysia is serious in fighting against the environment offender and or environmental crime. In response to the quantitative increase in environmental pollution, the government has taken further steps by enacting various related legislation, including the Environmental Quality Act, the National Forestry Act, the Water Act, and many more. Generally, environmental crime covers acts that breach environmental legislation and causes significant harm or risk in the environment and human health. Globally recognized that environmental crime poses a threat to ecosystem health and national security. The most significant legislation that relevant to environmental protection in Malaysia is the Environmental Quality Act. One of the main objectives of this act is to regulate pollution and other types of environmental problem. Malaysia environmental issues are diverse, ranging from land degradation due to earthwork and deforestation to the pollution of water, marine and air due to industrial related activities. Environmental Quality Act 1974 seek to establish a balance between industrialization and the equally important goal of protecting the public health and welfare while preserving the natural resource. There are various strategies, including that of criminal sanction being applied in dealing with pollution control and other environmental offense. Under the Environmental Quality Act 1974, enforcement strategies have been improved by imposing higher penalties, including the possibility of imprisonment for serious environmental offense. In 1996, the Act was extensively amended to provide for stricter punishment for environmental criminal offense to reflect truly the severity of offenses committed, including to increase the amount of penalty from maximum of 10,000 to 100,000 ringgit for pollution offense and 500,000 for more serious offense. Environmental crisis continue threatening livelihood and eroding conservation effort despite existing legislation. As an example, in Klang Valley 2020 water treatment plant has had to be shut down due to contamination caused by illegal chemical dumping. Following the incident, two company directors were charged under Section 25(3) of the Act at Selayang Sessions Court for connection to the pollution of Sungai Gong. They are liable to fine not exceeding 100,000 ringgit or imprisonment of not more than 5 years or both. They may be subjected to a further fine not exceeding 1,000 ringgit a day for every day that the offence is continued after a notice has been served. Environmental protection is a continuous and arduous journey which is needed to promote sustainable growth besides elevating the netizen quality of life. Arguably, this burden is not one to be borne by authorities alone, as everyone has an individual role to play. However, it is undeniable that there is a need to create a broader ranging code in combating environmental issues, as it is obvious that the current framework must undergo reform to better serve current interests. That's all, and thank you.
Thank you, my friend Hasanah, Alia, Aimi, and Annie. And for the conclusion, the environment is a treasure that is important to human life and society, and its affect the development and support the growth of human, animal, and plant. Thus, the environment needs to be in the best condition to accommodate the quality of human, animal, and plant life. A very satisfactory environmental condition is independent of pollution threat. Survey find and observation that have been carried out tell us that there is still environmental pollution around us in various locations. In several locations concerned, focus should be given to conservation measure environment implemented. This environmental problem need to be addressed by using the 3E approach, which is the use of technology appropriate to prevent water, air and soil pollution. The use of educational methods through campaigns and promotional programs for educate the community about the impact of environmental pollution and attract interest them to take part in keeping clean surrounding space, and the use of regulatory enforcement method and law to prevent individuals who are still stubborn because pollute the environment. It is true, as said by Shamsani 2005, that any good effort to preserve the environment will not succeed if the public does not support it completely. Support from the public can be obtained if there are awareness and a positive attitude toward environmental issue and environmental protection. Continuing education for cultivating and forming awareness among the public is important, implemented systematically and effectively. It is important that the community is involved in effort to preserve the environment through awareness, knowledge and practice of keeping the environment clean. Campaign, planning and educational program can use the finding, the survey and observation to format the desired campaign implemented. And that's all from our group. Thank you all.